wherever you're watching us from, we hope that you are fine. And I'm saying we because in the studio, I have women who are gender activists. And today we talk about gender, nothing else but gender. This is wawerumwangi show. And without wasting time, we head direct to the point. We are in a country that is 59 years of independence, and gender is still not made. The Constitution appreciates that there should be two-third gender role, but we can see that in the National Assembly that it's not happening in our society. Men and women are not yet equal. Today, I want us to hear from the gender activists what they have to say about this issue. And by the way, today is second day of March, and internationally is Happy Women's Day. By the way,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So this is Waidera, and here I have Tina. So feel free. By the way, let's talk about gender because it's an issue that there should be gender equality. Mhm. Gender equity should be addressed, and maybe it's the right time we have this conversation.
Yeah. I agree with you. It's the right time to have this conversation. That gender equity. That means in terms of opportunities and skills that arise, that they should be considered. Both men and women should be considered.
Tina, what's your take on this whole issue of gender equity, gender representation? Is it the right time we have this conversation?
Of course, it is the right time
Mhm.
because I don't think it's ever not the right time. When you're talking about anything to do with the gender, anything to do with equality in a society, it is always the right time. Yes.
Do you agree when they say that what a man can do, that a woman can do better, or it's a lie?
It depends on the
It
circumstances.
depends with the circumstance.
Yes.
So there's that circumstance that a man can perform very well and a woman cannot.
Yes.
And there's that part that a woman can do very well
And a man cannot.
and a man cannot.
Very true. Yes.
So, what about we have seen that in a country, for instance, we had elections last year, August,
Yeah.
and the Kenya Kwanza government said that the president assured Kenyans that his government is going to ensure that there is gender and gender equity. We can see that some few women got the cabinet secretary opportunity. For
Yeah.
instance, in the Ministry of Health,
Yeah, Susan.
Susan Wafula Nakumincha,
Yeah.
in the Ministry of Tourism, Penina Malonza, and as well as we can see that in the position of governorship, some women were able to get the point to get the votes from Kenyans. For instance, Susan Keheka, governor of Nakuru,
Yeah.
and so on. Maybe that is the right time we have this conversation to ensure that this is that when we educate a woman, we educate the society.
Yeah.
Is it right?
Yeah, well, it's right. It's right. But again, when we educate a woman, yeah, we educate the society, because this woman will be required to multitask. He'll be the mother. He'll be the he will also get a job, and also he will pass down to the children, because her herself understands the value of education. So the woman will be able to take the children to school. So yeah, so when you educate a woman, we educate a society, we empower women to become great. Yeah, but at the same time, we must not forget about also the boy child. Yeah, we must we must try as much as possible, as we empower women, as we give so much attention to women. We also remember about our boys out there. They also need empowerment, and they need attention.
Thank you very much, Wediana. And Tina, do you think that a girl child is equal to the task?
Very much so.
For
Because
instance, we have seen in the field of science,
yes.
these maybe boys, when it comes to labda language, a girl child is chipping in. So can we see that more girls in the science field and more boys in maybe in the languages?
With the way it's going with women empowerment, with what the president is doing, pushing women to be cabinet secretary, to take up authority, that in the long term will lead more girls to take up more spaces, even in the science field, in politics, the places that are male dominated. So of course they're up to the task, because if they weren't up to the task, would the president give them those positions? So they're very
No.
much up to the task. All it needs is training and more empowerment. Yes.
Training and more empowerment.
Yes.
Wadila, you need to add something?
Women are up to the task, but now the problem arises whereby this society is becoming so sexist. It's a sexist society in the terms that people don't really see what the woman is doing. For instance, if it's a science innovation, yeah, they don't really see the innovation. They understand it has been done by a woman, not the innovation itself, not the science itself. It's the woman who has done the science. So they end up making it all about the woman aspect, but not the innovation aspect. So we need to keep the sexist down a little bit, so that a woman can feel safe to do things. Yes, a woman has been empowered, yes, but now people are seeing the sex side of it. The sex side of it, it's a woman, but not the innovation itself. Yeah.
So you are saying that when you're walking around and you see a woman
Yeah.
climbing on a top of tree to go and climb those leaves, you see it as a normal thing. You'll not be wondering what's happening. So maybe Tina, you're walking around, you've seen a woman using a ladder to climb on top of a tree. What will come into your mind?
Oh, I will not see it as weird at all or as awkward, because my first thought is, why is she climbing the tree? Because sometimes maybe she wants to pick some fruits for her children. Sometimes it's circumstances. Also, sometimes she may be a good climber. If it's so, then why shouldn't she climb that tree?
Okay, I know Mwangi will see it as weird, because after all, she's a woman. Why a woman, of course, is not supposed to climb a tree. Or am I wrong? Waweru? Of course, he'll see it as weird. But now we are supposed to be really open-minded. We are supposed to be really liberated, and see that gender is not equal to task. A woman can perform tasks at the same time a man can perform the task. What matters is the type of task, meaning that gender equality, meaning that a man has been created in such a way that he can perform some tasks which a woman may struggle so much to perform. For instance, building a house, mjengo as they call it,
Yeah.
it's hard for a woman to do it, because she has not been given the strength to do it. Yeah. So some tasks are really man. They are really the strength needed is for a man, but there are less tasks. Yeah.
Now, we see that this is an employment opportunity,
Yeah.
and the employer should he consider this a boy and this a girl, or he or she should consider the skills, what this person is going to offer, leave alone gender, the competence of this person, because at the end of the day, there's work to be done. So, as the employer, should they consider this a girl, this a boy, or they should consider skills at most?
Mwangi, it would be very unfortunate for any employer to consider gender before giving out jobs. It will be very unfortunate, because in this world we are living in, skills are very crucial. And as long as both people have degrees, both people have PhDs, both people are well educated, both people know how to do the task, the skills they have them, and they have proof that I can do this, I can do that. That should be the prime thing considered.
Exactly. Tina, maybe.
I am on the same page as Leah on this, because if you have the skills, that means in the long run you are going to benefit your company, your organization, or the place you're working as an employee. Once you consider gender, that that expertise, that expertise is compromised, because the quality of work that you will be doing will not be as good as that person who's chosen because of skills.
Yeah.
So therefore they should take skills into consideration a lot.
Exactly.
And Mwangi, let me add something on this. Many girls, yeah, many fresh graduates, many fresh either from a college, from universities, or from tertiary institutions, they are really afraid to apply for jobs. Reason being, employers are harassing them. You see, you employ someone, a girl, a beautiful girl, and the boss wants to take advantage of it. He start maybe sexually talking to this girl. These are the things happening in companies, in those employment institutions. There are things which are happening, which are really not they are really condemned. You see, employers are really taking advantage of girls. They are harassing them, especially sexually harassing them. Yeah, and that thing should really cease. Yeah, so that's a thing to point out. It's really happening, which is so sad. Because in most companies, you see the leaders are male, yeah? Or am I wrong, Waweru?
It's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
the leaders are the shareholders, the directors, they are male, and they are taking advantage of young employees, especially girls. Yeah, in return of being fired, if or they say if you want to get this salary, or if you want to get this contract, you must come to a hotel with me. And since the girl is desperate for that contract, since the girl is desperate not to be sacked, the girl has no choice. So that's the things we should really seize. Yeah. Yeah.
It's true. In the society we are living, we have come from the society where a lot is happening.
Yeah.
And it's the right time we have this conversation to ensure that the interest of a girl, the interest of a boy are taken care of. Maybe Tina, Oidela, we've come from different places.
Yeah.
So, can we be a good ambassador of ensuring that wherever we go, wherever we come from, we preach that there should be gender equity? So, maybe Tina, your parting short statement.
My parting short statement is that there is no gender that is better than the other. Gender equity is about giving opportunities where they can be fully utilized. And if you are a company, if you have a managerial position in a company, if you're an employee, know that these are the rules. These are the skills are important. Before you hire someone, make sure that they have the skills. Do not look at only gender and other skill and forget about the skills. And also, do not forget the boy child, as we have been hearing. Everyone is focusing on the girl child. Gender equity is both the girl child and the boy child. Thank you.
Well, Waweru and Tina, as for me, I would like to sensitize everyone that we can never ever be equal. A man can never be equal to a woman, and a woman can never be equal to a man. We have all been given a distinct character, distinct strengths, but that should not limit us from seizing opportunities. Yeah, if you are a girl, if you are a boy, it doesn't matter what gender you are. Seize that opportunity. As long as you have the skills and capability, just seize the opportunity. As the bosses of companies, we should not start harassing people sexually because of him, or because of her being a woman, especially in the social media. Wawe, let me tell you, social media people have moved out because of being harassed. Yeah, so these things are really diminishing them. Yeah, they're really diminishing someone. Somebody even start thinking of suicide. So especially people in the social media, let's not harass somebody because of gender, because they have done something. Don't harass somebody because of gender. And lastly, media should really play a critical role in ensuring that there is gender equity. Media, let's do it. Inaitwa nini?
Let's up our game.
Yeah, media, let's up our game. Thank you.
A lot have been said, and wherever you are, ensure that what you're doing, you are considering that there is gender equity, because she can be your sister, he can be your brother. Ensure that be your brother's keeper and also be your sister's keeper. And we don't have much to say. That's all for now.
Yeah,
So more to come next time.
yeah.
Mhm.
So Bye, subscribe. So see you next time. Bye.
And this is wawerumwangi one show. Bye for now. See you next time.